Alright, so this is a quick follow-up video. In my previous video, I uh, was having problems with placing the Golem assembly bench, or assembly station. I posted online trying to find answers to the problem, and people had some more questions, so I thought I'd make a more in-depth video so I could show you exactly where I am, uh, because that was among questions that came up. I'm here in L8 at Canopy Overwatch or Outlook. Um, so as you can see, I had to use a bunch of foundations to level everything out. So we're just going to come up here to my approach here. Since my last video showing off my builds, I figured out a few things like how to make funky entrances like this. Um, do a quick climb up the ladder here. So those of you who see my last video, a good chunk of this wasn't here when I made that. Unfortunate side effect of making my funky entrance is that you have these issues. You can fall inside of them, but fortunately, oh, maybe. May have spoken too soon. There we go. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and well, that was funky. Alright, so as you can see, I have stuff built higher than this area over here. This area over here is where I was having problems placing my uh, now this wasn't here at the time, and in case you wonder if, well, is it the stage? No, it's not the stage. There's literally nothing out here for it to connect on, and it's just not functioning. And for those curious, I have set the Golem assembly station on the stages before, so that shouldn't be a problem. As you can see, I've got all kinds of stuff around where it would be. It just won't go. While I'm here, I might as well do a quick tour. So in here we have my partially completed kitchen. I'm still building, obviously. I plan on putting a row of yeah, I'll do some more later, but I'll have a few preservation boxes running across here, various storage. Come in here, you got my bedroom. I finally figured out how to do real windows. It took me far longer than it should have to figure out, but I eventually figured it out because I love my views. And of course, got my fireplace. Come up here, got a tub, got a toilet, and of course the latrine is sitting directly over a grate, which I should be able to trigger. There it goes. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but I have a inverted corner down there sloping out, so that way any crap would filter away from the building. step back inside here. We'll go out the other door. This is the area that's going to be... I don't need this to be a golem workbench. I have workbenches already over here. And over here at my Declan Castle, which that does have a video out. I have done more on it. That one I haven't done much work on yet. But I have done more work to Declan Castle. I'm one of those guys that I'll build and I'll build and I'll build, and then I'll get bored. And I'll take a break. And I'll figure something new out, and I'll go and start a whole new project based on the new thing I figured out. Because that's just the way my brain works. So at this point, we're at a higher elevation. So one of the theories in the Reddit thread I posted my video in was that I might have been too high. How did they put it? Outside of collision. Because I was on top of something taller outside of the collision. But this stuff is higher up than the rest of than this stuff over here. And I was able to place all of that just fine. And I was able to place all this stuff around it. Haven't done anything with that yet. I'm trying to decide whether I want to actually do anything with this. I kind of like just having this big slab of rock here in the middle of the base. It breaks it up from being a giant rectangle. And of course, here's my transportory stone, which in my first video I posted of this, that wasn't here yet either. None of these walls were here, and yet it just does not place in any of this. So that is the tour of my base as it stands, or my current build, I should say, as it stands. Any thoughts? Any ideas? I hope you liked the little mini tour. It's not really a finished product yet, but it's up there's another side effect of the way I built my front end here. I can't put fences all the way across. I've got those little gaps there that I imagine somebody could probably climb up if they really wanted to. So, yeah. Anyway, thoughts, ideas, suggestions? I'm hoping it's just a bug that they eventually work out. But even if that is the case, it's really kind of annoying. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't need one here because I've already got 2 built elsewhere on the map. I've already demonstrated that I can build a full base up here, so I don't need it on this map. Maybe on a different playthrough. I don't know. Thoughts, opinions? Share them down below. Thank you much. Have a good one.